Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Kane. Today I'm sharing a layout for 30 days of sketches. Today's sketch is actually day 20. The sketch is by Kim Moore, and I will have her information down below. I kind of sort of follow it exactly, but of course I'm going to size it down to be 8.5 by 11. I'm also using landscape photos instead of portrait photos on the right hand side. On the left hand side, I'm going to put two photos instead of a 4 by 6. So I did change it up slightly, but it's still the same concept. I have photos of my son carving a pumpkin, and these are actually the same year as the pirate photos. And I have some acrylic pumpkins and a ghost. They actually don't make it on the layout, but they're very cute. I have this sticker sheet left from Photoplay, and I used the entire sticker sheet. I have one sticker left, and it did go in my Halloween stash because it might be usable one day. But other than that, it's done. So here's the papers that I have. These are all Photoplay papers, and I have quite a few of them left, but I have no stickers left. But Halloween, you can always mix and match, and this collection was called Fright Night. And I know Photoplay recently went out of business, unfortunately, because it was definitely one of my favorite companies to work with. But I'm going to enjoy what I have left in my stash, and that's quite a bit. So I love this cut apart sheet. And I do use one of the cut aparts on the layout because I need a fourth photo. So instead, I use a cut apart in that place. And I should have cut this part out a little bit. Let me skip ahead. All right, so here we go. Let's get started on the layout. I do have plain cardstock that I added in. That's from Miss Kate. I used one side to back it with the white cardstock, and then I used the yellow on the opposite side. And that yellow is in the collection, so it worked out perfectly. And you can see I have 4 pattern papers on the left hand side in strips, the same way that Kim shows in the sketch. And then I used the orange. There is a what is it, like tone on tone of the orange. It has like spooky and pumpkins and different Halloween elements in the background. And then I used the black and white spiderweb paper also. So here I'm just getting the photos matted up. I did want to, you know, show you that I used colored cardstock and then plain white paper to mat the photos. And I'm also going to place the photo on the black spiderweb paper. And then I'm going to use all the other papers in the background. So here I'm going to put it together with you just so that you can see how it goes together. Since I did not have 2 full sheets of the orange paper, I almost did. But one of them would have been going the wrong direction because I had tore a piece of it off already. And I also you wanted to use the opposite side, which is the plaid. So I'm just going to use strips of the plaid, and I'm going to frame the layout with the plaid paper. And I think it turns out pretty cute. I really like the end result, and it's definitely something I've done before. And even though the plaids don't match up, I don't think you really notice because the other paper is going to go on top of it, and only about 1/4 of an inch is going to show all the way around. So that's what I'm going to do here. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to lay down the orange paper at the top and the bottom. And then that frame, which is black, is going to go right in the middle because the 3 photos and the cut apart is a very large element on this layout. And there was no need to waste pattern paper behind there because you're not going to see it. I also love the ghost paper that's on the back side of the spider web. I don't think I have any of that paper left. I think I only have like some of the orange paper, which I'm surprised, and the candy paper, and then I believe I have one more cut apart sheet left in my stash. But like I said, I'll put it in my Halloween stash. I won't get rid of it just yet. I might come across some more stickers that match, but as far as the Halloween sticker sheet that went with this collection, it is completely gone after this layout is done. And I get a whole lot of stickers on this layout, but I really like the way that it turns out. So again, I'm doing the same thing on the left-hand side. I'm putting the plaid paper all the way around. And again, I'm just using either a half an inch, or sorry, not a half an inch, a quarter of an inch. And then that one there, I believe, is almost an inch actually. It could have been just a quarter of an inch if I really wanted it to be, because, like I said, the papers are going to cover it up and you're only going to see about a quarter of an inch. So, trying to line up the orange papers, and you'll see I don't do that correctly. I will have to move it, but it's okay. I was able to pull it up and put it in the right place. So I used the candy paper, the teal dots or circles, and then the stripe black and white, and then the black paper with orange polka dots. So I did want, 4 different papers, and papers that kind of sort of went together. So at first, I'm only going to use those 4. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I lied. I thought I added one more paper in there at the bottom of the candy paper, but I changed my mind. I don't. So here I'm going to start attaching my photos down. Like I said, I want those 4 with the cut, or the 3 with the cut apart, and then the other 2 on the other side. So this is where I notice the orange paper is not lined up correctly. So I'm going to pull that up and just fix it slightly. So here we go. I'm going to have the whole base put together and all of the photos. So everything is put down at this point. So with the stickers, what I'm going to do is pop some of them up on Playfoam, and some of them are going to go flat on the layout. So first I'm going to start with the flat ones. I added one wordy sticker down there at the bottom where he's carving the pumpkin. And then up at the top, I have the 4 carved pumpkins, and it says bump in the night, trick or treat. And then I added the moon up there at the top, and it's popped up on Playfoam. I'm adding the broom down at the bottom, and this cute little ghost, which I love. Oh, actually, I added the bat. I love the bat too, but he's kind of on the large side. But I'll come in with a couple other smaller stickers here in a minute. But first, I wanted to get all of these ones down first. So I did the witch's hat, and I put it on top of the pumpkin because I wasn't really sure where else to put it, but I definitely wanted to use it. I thought it was cute, and I don't have very many witch photos left, so it fit on the pumpkin. So I put it on the pumpkin. Here I have October 31st in eyeballs, and I just thought the eyeballs looked kind of cute under October 31st. That's why I added them. I'm going to add a couple of little jars. One says poison, I believe. Let me look at the layout. Sorry, it does not say poison. It says toad's blood and tears of newt, and then witches and potions, and eek is the word I'm going to add over there. I'm going to pop up eek, and I'm going to pop up the skull, which kind of stands for poison, I guess. And then the title, Witches and Potions, is also popped up. And again, since I added the witch's hat, I thought that was kind of a cute little element to add down here at the bottom. That's not in the sketch. That's something I decided to add on the left-hand side at the bottom. And that was just to fill in some of that open space and again, use up more stickers. So here's the little ghost sticker. And then I have the broom, and I'm going to place that over here. Again, that plays in with the witch theme. And this little sticker here says spooky. That's going to be sort of my title, I guess. October 31st is larger than spooky. So, I don't know. I guess either one could be your title, or even the cut apart could be your title, which is Beware the Witching Hour is Near. And I just thought that was kind of cute. These stickers here are from Pebbles, and as you can see, most of them are also gone, but I had a couple of little elements on there, black spiders and a little black bat. and they were a little bit smaller than the photoplay stickers, so that's why I decided to go ahead and include them on this layout. I thought they added a nice little detail. So that was the sticker sheet. This is the last sticker that's on there, besides the one that says Ghost Stories. I'm not going to put Ghost Stories on here, but I do decide to add Ghost, Ghouls, and Goblins is this one over here that I'm popping up, and I'm going to put by his photo where he's holding the pumpkin that he carved. And it was a very large pumpkin, and he just liked cutting it out, and he was able to do it all on his own. So I flashed the sticker sheet. Sorry, should have slowed that down, but there's literally nothing left on it except for one sticker. So I was really proud of that. But I love the way this layout turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed the layout, and sorry for my little cold voice, but it's getting better, and I will be back tomorrow with another layout. Thanks for coming by, and please like and subscribe. And there is a playlist down below for 30 days of sketches. Kim Moore, thank you for letting me use your sketch. It was lots of fun to play with, and I will see you in the next video.